Well, we've been going through First Corinthians chapter 13 fairly slowly. We're going to kind of speed through a little bit more and look at verses 4 through 8 today. And these show the characteristics of love. Many people know this passage very, very well. And in the context, it's supposed to be used in using our spiritual gifts with one another, especially in the church. But these characteristics of love can be used with our friendships, especially with our marriages, and also with our neighbors and others as well. These characteristics will help you in your endeavor to love others more fully. So let's look at it. First characteristic, love suffers long or is patient with people. The word patient means that I can be inconvenienced by somebody actually over and over and over again, even taking advantage of this. This person may take advantage of me, yet I will not get upset or angry. You know, it's like a very, very long fuse, maybe thousands of miles long, and it might get set off, but it's not going to blow up. Well, second, love is kind. That is, it is useful, serving, and generous or gracious. I love this great quality of love. True love means you serve others because we have a tendency to want to be served or to serve ourselves. But love focuses on other people. Love does not envy or is not jealous. This means that love does not have a strong desire for what someone else has or does. You see, envy destroys relationships because someone will desire someone else's spouse, someone else's material possessions, someone else's job. Rather, love says, you know what, I'm going to be content with whom the Lord has given me as a spouse, with the job that I have, the church where I'm at, the town that I live in, whatever it might be. And what God has given me, I will continue to be content with that. Well, fourth, love does not parade itself or does not brag. That is, someone who practices love does not try to impress people, try to show off. Well, fifth, love is not puffed up or arrogant. Arrogance is literally an inflation. You can imagine a balloon inflating. And so one who loves does not inflate your importance, abilities, appearance, or achievements. That is, a person who loves does not act in a conceited way. They do not think highly or mighty about themselves and make others envy them. Instead, love doesn't focus on oneself. It focuses on others and lifting them up. Well, six, love does not act becomingly or behave rudely. That is, people who love each other have good manners around each other. They have proper etiquette. This is kind of an odd or seemingly unimportant quality of love in our eyes, but really it isn't, because when you behave politely around other people, what does that say to others? When you behave rudely, we know that says, I really don't love this person. Well, seventh, love does not seek its own. This is the root for love. Love does not have a hidden agenda to do things for the best interest of ourselves. Rather, it does it for the best interest of others. You see, selflessness, selflessness is love. Well, eighth, love is not provoked. That is, love is not aroused to anger, does not get irritated, upset by things that are said or done against him or her. I mean, how many times have you said something you wished you could have taken back? We've all done that. And one way we can work on not saying something we should not say or doing something out of anger is to practice not being provoked. Or, like to say, bite our tongue. Think before you speak. Sinful anger equals selfishness. I didn't get my way. This person upset me, so I'm going to let them have it. Well, ninth, love thinks no evil or does not take into account a wrong suffered. Here we have an accounting term to entering numerical figures into a ledger. And in the context, it means love does not enter into our ledger of our life, of our mind, when someone does something wrong against us. Instead, it forgives and it forgets. It erases out of our ledger every time. Practically speaking, we are to forgive others even if they don't seek forgiveness and forget the incident. That is, don't bring it up another time. Well, 10th and 11th, love does not rejoice in unrighteousness, but in the truth. And what does this mean? We're not to allow sinful things into our home, our church, etc. Because if we do, that is to say, we don't love the people that are around us. We don't rejoice or take joy in unrighteousness and sinful things, but in the truth. Plus, to hope or rejoice that someone will make a mistake or get hurt, that's not loving. See, love guards your home from sin, and love rejoices not when people do wrong, but when they do well, when they do good. And lastly, these attitudes of love. Love bears all things, that it supports and protects the people they love. It believes all things, that as a person who loves is not suspicious about the person they love, but trusts them. Love hopes all things, that is optimistic about the future. Love trusts that God is in control. Love endures all things, that is long-suffering under all circumstances, every hardship, every suffering. But as the passage ends, it says, love never fails. This signifies permanence. And this is very, very important. Many times things happen in our relationships. People may not forgive us, and they break off from the person they once loved. Children may do things that upset parents. Spouses may do things against one another over and over again out of anger. Siblings may act selfishly, but if we love these people, we will keep the love attached, the communication lines open, and we will forgive. So I hope these characteristics of love encourage you to be a more loving person. May we be like Jesus, who first loved us. Thank you for joining me.